Hey, HHP Man here. Today I'm going to make a no-nonsense guide on how to increase your performance in Minecraft. So I'm going to show you all the things that you need to do as fast as possible, and I'm going to try and keep it very short. Anyway, I don't want to waste any more time, so let's get into the video. Now very quickly I'm going to go over the graphic settings because a lot of people have already done it. So you basically just want to copy this to the best of your ability. Might be on a different version, but this is basically what you want to do. Alright, so the first thing I need to show is how you manage your storage. So this was a mistake that I made, and originally my gigabytes free was only like 5 to 10. Now that is not what you want to have. You want to have a lot of space free in your drive if you want your games and overall just your PC to run smoothly. So yeah, you need a lot of space, so clean your PC, make sure you got some space free. I got 200, which is plenty, and that really improved my FPS. Now something else you need to do is also check your resolution. So you want to go to your search bar, search up resolution, and then click on this one, change the resolution of the display. And then once you're here, at least on Windows 11 here, you'll see display resolution. And if you want your FPS to be higher, you have to use a resolution that's on the lower end. Right now I'm on 1920 1080 because I don't need to put it down, but if you really need it, it really does help when your resolution is lower because less pixels have to be rendered, and that improves your performance. Now something else you can do is go directly down here, which is not that far from display resolution, advanced display, and then here you'll see refresh rate. Now my laptop offered 144 Hertz, but I didn't know that at first, so it was at 60, and I was using that for maybe like 6 months and I didn't know. And then when I found out this feature, I realized that I've been missing out on the 144 Hertz. So you should probably go check if your display has a higher refresh rate and change it. Next I want to talk about NVIDIA. So if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, then make sure you watch this part, but if you don't, you can skip this. Now I want to go over the settings first, so make sure you go to control panel, and then once that loads up, go to adjust image settings with preview, select the middle one, use the advanced 3D image settings, which you're going to configure right now, and then to the best of your ability, try and copy these settings. So I'm going to slowly scroll through. And yeah, your settings should look like this, and then once you're done, there should be an apply button here. Make sure you click that, and up here, preferred graphics processor should be your high performance NVIDIA processor. Now after you've done that, what you want to do next is go to GeForce Experience, go to drivers, and make sure that your driver is updated to the latest one. This, I mean, from my experience, it doesn't do much, but it does help when your driver is updated to the latest version. Continuing on with the NVIDIA graphics card. This might work for other graphics cards, but I'm not sure. So basically, you want to search up graphics and then click on graphics settings. Now once you're here, look for Minecraft. Now I don't have it here right now. I should probably look for that, but I'm going to use Terraria as an example. So right now it's saying let Windows decide. You want to press options and then select the graphics card which is better. In my case, that's the high performance one. Now what you could do is you could allocate more RAM to your game. So if you use CurseForge, your screen looks like this when you first open it. Go to settings and then go to game specific, scroll down to Java settings, and then you can allocate more memory. More memory means more performance in Minecraft. Now if you don't use CurseForge, it's slightly more complicated, but what you do is you select your release that you want. So let's say I play 1.20.2 latest, go to installations, here's the release, click the three dots, edit, now go more options, and make sure you put this correctly. Here at the very start it's going to say -XMX2G. This number here is how many gigs of RAM you want to put. So just like my CurseForge, I'm going to put it at 5. What you put is up to you, but more RAM means more performance. Now some people might not want to hear this, but the reason for your bad performance might just be that you're not letting your laptop rest. Sometimes you might be using it too much and your laptop just needs to rest, you have to let it cool down. Overheating on the CPU can really downgrade your performance. So if your laptop is running bad, maybe it's just time for you to close it and do something else. Bro, what is this? I've never seen anything like this before. Never felt anything like it too. I should probably go outside. Make sure your laptop's plugged in. Sometimes I do forget. My FPS is capped at 30 and I'm wondering what's going on. And I realized that my laptop's not plugged in. Now if you use a PC, I don't know how that will work. I think it's already plugged in for the power. But yeah, when you use a laptop, it's gonna definitely run better on power than it is on battery, obviously. So make sure you're plugged in. Maybe it's not even in the wall outlet, but you think it is. Just check it. You also want to check your system tray because maybe there's stuff running in the background. Like here, if I go here, I have Overwolf on, and I might be already be in the game, so I can just turn Overwolf off. I can just exit, and I also might have Wallpaper Engine on. Sometimes I forget. This does affect your performance, so just quit if you're playing a game because you won't be looking at it anyway. Now another way you could counter the apps running in the background is you could change what's at startup. So if you go to startup apps, you can turn most of them off. What you could also do is you could clear browsing data. So if I'm on Opera GX, go GX Cleaner. If it's useless, then remove it. Like for example, cache, just remove everything. Browsing history, everything. But some downloads might be important. Keep what everything is important. But cache and browsing history, delete them both. Now if you're on Google, what you would do is you would go here and then go to history and then clear browsing data. Okay, now that you're here, you can go advanced. Time range, all time, and then pick which ones you want to delete. Now, you also want to check if you have a hard drive or a solid state drive. And how you would do this is you go to Task Manager, you can click Control Shift Escape on your keyboard. Then you go to Performance and go to Disk, and then here I can see I have SSD, so I have no reason to upgrade unless I need more storage. If your hard drive, you can upgrade to SSD. It's one of the cheaper upgrades you can do, and it can help with your performance. Now lastly, what you could do is just use clients like LabbyMod, Lunar, or Badline. Or you could even make your own mod pack on CurseForge or find one which increases FPS. Anyway, that's all for this video. I hope I helped you out in some way or another, and I hope that your FPS is good now. See you in the next one.